Hello, this is Jay and Krista. This is Say I Do Forever, and we're having a little coffee time in a different way. We are at the end of the video you're about to see, but our weekend didn't go exactly as planned, and you'll see that in the video because of a storm. But we are enjoying our weekend anyway, and so you'll see that we actually end on a very good note.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. So why don't you hang out with us and kind of see what our Saturday looked like, and our and also our Sunday now, and we'll be right back. Okay, we have been patching the grass. It's in the spots that through the winter Dutchie's bathroom habits have made our grass burn and die. And by the way, somebody told me that at PetSmart there is something I can give her that will keep, I guess, neutralize her urine. And so I'm gonna look into that. If you guys know what that is, I would be happy to hear about it in the comments. But right now I've been using this rake right here. Oh, and Jay over there, what are you doing?
Putting your vent and your exhaust fan on in here.
I'll be there in just a sec because I want to see what you're doing.
Yeah, you're fine.
But meanwhile, I'm over here doing the grass and kind of roughing up the dirt with the rake, and then getting rid of the dead grass as much as I can. And then I've been using this grass seed for high traffic mix, or I like to use even like a playground mix because we have a dog that runs back and forth chasing frisbees. So I'm patching that, and then I sprinkle the garden soil on top. This little squirrely wants a peanut. They hear my voice. So anyways, then I take the garden soil and we sprinkle it across the top of, just lightly, like you don't want to bury it too deep, but just to keep the birds from eating the seed. Although this seed also is treated, so I don't know that the birds would eat it, but I've always struggled with birds eating. You want one too, don't you? So anyway, that's what I've been doing. If I'm not interrupted by all the animals around here. So that's what I've been doing, and hoping we are getting rain. We had a lot of rain this week. So I'm hoping that it will keep raining here and there, and we can get this grass seed growing, and without as much effort of keeping it wet. Okay, so all I do is I just take my rake and ruffle up the area that needs grass, and then I pull out the dead grass here, and I'll pull that away. But then I will grab my seed, and I'll show you that here in a minute because I don't have it open. Okay, and then I'll just sprinkle that around. Please excuse the fact that I still have my jammies and my garden shoes on. Don't judge. Anyways, I'll do that. And then I like to ruffle this in a little bit into the dirt, like this, and maybe pat it down a little bit. And then I'll show you putting on the soil. Okay, and then I just take a little bit of this garden soil and I sprinkle it over the top, slightly covering the seeds. You don't want to cover them too deep, just like that. And then you water it in. And then keep it wet for about 1 to 2 weeks. Wait for all the little sprouts to get going, and then you'll have a nice lush grass. So let's go see what Jay's up to.
So I'm putting the exhaust fan in your greenhouse, and I'm going to put this as the fresh air in vent. I'll show you right up here. Being that this is the tallest section, it has to go to the side. I can't put it in the middle because it gets too narrow right through here on the inside.
Yeah.
So
Well, the
I'm gonna
hottest part
shift
is
it.
the highest part
So
anyway.
I'm going to shift it here, and then it'll draw the air in, and then I'll put the exhaust fan on the back, and it'll pull all the hot air, like 115, 120 degree heat out, and pull the cooler air in.
Yes, now that it's getting warmer. And then
Yep.
in the winter, how are you going to keep it from
I'm
getting
just going to put a board over it right here behind it to
In-
seal it off.
in the winter?
Yep.
But right now, when we get sun, it can get like 110, 120 in there easy if I'm not careful.
Yep. So once I get that vent on the front, then I can do the vent on the back with the. It's a cool. It's a cool proximity switch louvered fan that pulls.
Show
the heat
me
out.
what you did yesterday.
Oh, I put your fan up in here to harden the plants to get them used to being outside in like windy areas and stuff like that. Is I put this fan up here to blow on the plants like you'd see in a nursery, and it blows and makes the leaves become stronger. All the plants will become stronger. And the best part is it has it's made by Lasco, and it oscillates and it tips down or up, and it's got this pull cord so you can take it from 3 to 2 to 1 to off.
That's nice.
You can either use a string or you can use a dial,
Yeah,
but we just put it on 3 and it's just hardening
that's
the
really
plants.
nice
So,
if you've got a really tall area and you can't reach.
yep.
And then what are you putting over there? What did you buy?
The exhaust heat fan is one right here.
And I am excited for you to show them
I'm
this
excited
really.
to get it installed because I think that's going to be the coolest thing ever. Because when it gets to super hot, where the plants in here are going to like want to burn, it's going to pull that hot air, and you can set it on a low temp
Yeah.
where you want it to kick off, and you can set it on a high temp where you want it to kick on.
So it's all like digital or
So,
whatever.
oh yeah, it's trick. It's the coolest thing I've ever seen, and I'm very glad we bought the one we did because it's going to go right here, and it's going to be like perfect.
That's
So
awesome.
I'm excited.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, it kind of looks worse than it really is because many areas were just thinning, and I wanted to lay out some grass seed. So what do you think, Dutch? Are you going to stay off of that grass? You're going to stay off that grass and go over there? Okay, good. So anyways, now I'm going to just water it in and hope for the best. Keep it wet for a couple weeks while it sprouts, and we should have a beautiful, beautiful lawn soon. And what are you up to?
I'm painting what I just cut, this hole right here for the vent to go over, because I want it to be covered, the wood be covered, so it's all white with the rest of the trim. So
Nice.
that's what I'm doing now.
It's looking great.
Thank you. It's getting there.
I'm sure my plants are going to thank you when it gets too hot in here.
Oh yeah.
Now I do, in the afternoons when it does get too hot, I move all the plants out because I'm trying to harden some of them off anyway. So I bring them out onto the patio or out in the grass or
Yep.
in the partial shade kind of
Well,
mix.
And the best part is this fan blowing on the leaves is going to help them to get hardened off of the greenhouse too. So
Yeah. Well, hardening
good
off
thing.
has to do with the cold and has to do with the sun, making sure that they're not going to get sunburned. But it will strengthen the.
okay, Martha Stewart, I'm saying it will strengthen the stems of the plants so they
How are they?
do better.
Yes.
See, look at that.
See how it blows on them?
It
Yeah.
moves them all over the place.
They do need that.
Let's just say the stems are going to be more rigid, so they'll survive better than
Yes.
if you were just to chuck them out in the yard and go for broke and say, yeah, well, if it lives, it lives.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Sink or swim.
For sure.
Okay, so now I'm just watering it in with the sprinkler. And luckily, we had about 2 days of really hard rain. So the ground is pretty wet itself. So that's going to help. And I think we have rain in our forecast in the next couple days. So that's going to help me a lot. That's why I wanted to get this done today. And then another little side thing we're doing is finding all the little babies. Don't get the main plant.
Yeah, I'm trying not to.
Of the spirea.
Yeah.
You got a rock in there.
I know those are valuable to
Those
you.
are very valuable.
Yes, they are.
Rocks are important. And he actually got these little babies off the root, and they have roots themselves. So we're gonna just soak them for a little bit and then try to plant those and see if we can get them to grow. And over there we had some irises that are the really amazing ones, and we pulled part of the plant. I know it's not the right season to split those, but we tried to do it undisturbingly so that maybe my dad can get some blooms off of it this year.
Yep.
So we'll see. And then let me show you some other plants that we're looking at propagating. So right here is all the center part kind of died back, and it's Shasta daisy. And I think I can get quite a few of those. So I'm gonna split those today and put them at different parts of the yard. It's just a perfect time because of our kind of cloudy, rainy season that we're in. And then this right here, I cannot remember the name of it, but I do know that when it was here under my studio window last year, it was too big and too much for this area. So I'm gonna try digging that one up and putting it elsewhere. So we're just doing that kind of little things. I've got a lemon balm in my vegetable garden, and I think a lavender plant that I'm gonna do as well. So I'm just trying to, while the weather's still cool, do some splitting and propagating and all that kind of stuff. Okay, today is a day where we're just kind of doing a little of this and a little of that.
Yep.
We started getting in here into the raspberries and pulling out all of the
All the
dead wood, and they're looking a lot better. But our dog, Miss Dutchie, has been digging back here in that hole down there, and so she's created it where all the raspberries have moved forward. So I know this is not, you're not supposed to do this during this season, right when they're about to bloom, but we've been wanting to do this, is move the front row back so that we have it a little more maintained. What do you think?
Flower bed. So that way the tall stuff is in the back and we can put flowers and plants and bushes and stuff like that in the front that's shorter.
Yeah.
So I think it's, even though we may lose them, we may not, who knows, but we're here. It's time to get it done, whether we end up making them fall over or
Show me
survive.
what some of this dead wood looks like up close. Like we went through and just were pulling stuff that...
It's just brittle, man.
That's probably in its 4th year or 3rd year.
Yeah, it just is crumbly.
And then where you
nothing
see
left.
the real stiff ones that have green leaves, that's their 2nd year. That means they were a baby last year. They were a sprout last year. And then this year they're going to have berries. And then the new growth in its 1st year is going to be the little guys that sprout up, and they
have the purple stems on them.
Yep, and they will
Like right
actually
right here. See that?
Yep, that's going to be their 1st year
Purple
growth.
stem. That one, this one back here, this one.
And what will happen is those will grow up and be next year's producers.
Yep.
So at least if we don't kill these by digging them up and moving them, luckily the whole soil has been soaking wet.
Because
So
all the rain we've been getting.
tons of rain. So, okay, we'll move that. More work for you.
It has to happen. I mean,
Yeah.
it is what it is. It doesn't matter.
We're all over the yard today. We're just doing a little this, little that. There's a lot of maintenance.
There's a lot in the yard. I got to finish the fan in the greenhouse. We just switched gears over here because it's sunny, so we may as well take advantage of it.
Yep. Okay, let's get after it.
Let's do it.
We have literally been scrambling. I was digging up, planting, dividing. You were doing the greenhouse.
Yep.
That was-
And now it's dark gray clouds and a storm moving in.
Yeah,
And we
and
had to scramble to get the plants in the ground.
oh my gosh. So over here, what'd we do? I want to just show it really quick before we have to run indoors because it's starting to rain.
So we straightened up all of the berries. We dug up these berries that were in the front, pushed them to the back. So
Yeah.
it's a smaller cluster. We trimmed them up. We made them a little bit tidier. And
And then
we did all of these other plants.
that I took from other
Took
parts
them
of the
over
yard.
The other flower beds and put them over here.
Yeah.
So we got those in the ground.
So these actually are going to be big, beautiful, like Shasta daisies, and there's these big, beautiful pink flowers and blue flowers, and it's going to be a really pretty garden now. So,
It's going to be good.
but now we got to scramble, and we can't be out here anymore because last night there was a ton of lightning.
I don't know if you can hold
And-
the phone high enough and show them the dark black gray clouds, but it's dark, really dark.
I think I'm not tall enough,
Here.
but
Here, let me do it. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it's really dark.
yeah, and it's headed
It's
this way.
the camera doesn't do it justice. It's coming this way. So anyway,
Yeah. So
there you go.
let's run inside.
Yep. Literally.
Okay, we even have our mess still here, but it is what it is. We'll clean it up in the morning.
You got a peanut. You got a squirrel over here.
Yeah. I saw that you had thrown her one earlier. She's like, hurry, the storm's coming, I gotta get.
Oh, she knows.
Anyway, yeah. We'll clean up this mess tomorrow.
Oh yeah, there's always.
Always tomorrow.
I still have to bolt it in, but
So,
I got the dent on. I got the screen on, so no critters or bugs can get in. And then I put the exhaust fan in there to pull the air out, the hot air. The temperature sensor is on the glass, and this is the actual brains of the operation right here. But yeah, and then of course the fan that circulates the air to make the plants stronger.
yeah, but since it's gonna be cold in a minute,
Yeah,
Maybe
I
we can just-
turn it off.
yeah, turn it off. Well, so far so good. I know you were working out some programming kinks, but other than that,
Other than that, it's just going to be one of those things that I just have to read the directions. It does wonders.
well, it's a rainy day. Should we get a cup of hot cocoa and read directions?
Yeah, probably should take it with us. I think you're right.
Well,
Well, that's it for today.
well,
Close that.
I kind of don't want to stop gardening,
I
but
know, but with lightning and thunder, if that hits, that would probably be the last time you garden. So we got this. Heading to Home Depot for plants. Let's go. Hey, is this that stuff we had on Marion?
yeah,
Isn't
we can
that it?
actually get some.
Isn't
But
that what
is
it
it
is?
an annual?
I don't know. Full sun. I like that. Asparagus fern. Doesn't say anything about if it's an annual or a perennial.
Well, let's get some. Try it
Water
out.
when dry, space 10. It gets to 12 to 24 inches tall, so it gets to there.
Yeah.
To there.
My dad just bought some to put in his yard. Grab a couple.
Is this something good I can put it like in the backside of the?
Yeah.
You think on the backside of the?
Mm-hmm. On the waterfall.
Backside of the creek.
Yeah. Grab a couple of them.
It's kind of like a straggly, stringy one.
I'm gonna go right through here. I think these are annuals.
Should have got a cart.
Yeah, you better get a cart.
Yeah. Money. Get a cart. Let's check over here. Star jasmine.
We love our star jasmine, but we can't get it to grow.
Is that other one dead?
I haven't seen it come back. Ooh, elephant ears. Here's the ones. Look at the variegated.
These
I
are
want to get a
huge.
variegated one too.
You want one bag or two?
How many are in that?
7. 7
Let's
bulbs.
get that one. Look at the size of that elephant ear one. It's
That bulb is
$14.98 for one bulb, and then this one's $14.98 for
A teeny bulb.
a teeny bulb. I don't know. Can we get a bigger bulb?
Right. That's all I got. They're both the same size.
Just because it's variegated?
Evidently.
Do we want it?
Of course.
We
Give me
want
that.
it. Darn it. Oh no.
Yes, we're at the big box blue store.
And here we go again.
Yep, Garden Center number 2.
We
Let's
don't
do
even
it.
enter at the regular doors anymore.
No,
Where do
No.
we enter?
the Garden Center.
What'd you find?
Nothing like getting quickies, quickie aspens, and
Guess what I found?
What'd you find? You found trellises.
Maybe for the clematis in the front.
Really tall one.
This one right here.
What is this?
Do you like that one?
I'm trying to figure out what. Oh, it's all.
It's just a more modern.
No, this side's broke on this one.
Oh,
You're talking this one?
what do you think?
Well, it's
It's.
gonna be like 8 inches
that-
shorter.
I know. Is it too short?
Yeah, you almost need like this one, like this stained glass looking one. Because I think this one is taller. Yeah, look at the height. Most of it is this way. See the height?
I think I zoomed in. I don't know how to. Okay. Yeah. How much is that one that's taller?
This is 43. This is $20.
Of course it is.
Unless we figure out how to make this taller in
No.
the ground.
Uh,
There's a starling up there too. Watch yourself.
can we do the one on the left?
I don't really care. It's up to you.
I just, that, it's for the clematis that's in the front that gets kind of tall.
Right. I guess the question is it going to get that tall this year or is it going to get that tall this year?
Well, I cut it
Or
way
do you-
back.
Or do you like that one with the Louisiana, New Orleans Saints looking thing on top? Because this one bevels this way. Do you like this one or you like this one?
How much is that one?
The same price the other one, $43.98.
Oh. Can we look at that one?
Yeah. And do you need another one of these or no?
I have one, but
Okay, so you got, let's take this back off again so you can see it. So you got that one, and of course you've got the rectangle one, and then you got this one. If I can set it up here to stand so you can see it.
I don't know.
This looks actually better.
Especially,
And that would give you the height all the way across instead of dipping down.
and it looks good with the front of our house, doesn't it?
I think this would look better.
Okay. There is a bird up there doing
He's
something.
got a chip wrapper. And he's smacking it against the rails up there.
Okay, deciding factor was not just the price. It was the fact that could a clematis actually loop through these big things. This is more for like a big vine. And
Maybe like a grapevine.
yeah, and this had the smaller grid.
Smaller squares, yeah.
And it is shorter, but I think it's gonna be okay. It's still taller than what we had.
So I'm thinking that's the go-to.
Yep. Okay, so quickies. We got some boxwoods.
We got some fertilizer.
And-
Some plant to do plants.
Okay.
Yeah, we should be good. Let's go get cracking.
Now we gotta go earn
That's right.
earn this money back.
Yeah. That's gonna take a while. Let's go.
Okay.
Hey everybody, Jay, Krista, Sandy Forever coming at you, and it is plant weekend day. Yesterday, Saturday, was cold, windy, breezy. We got a lot done. We just bundled up, as you saw, and today was a good day. We got a lot of plants planted, and yeah, so we had a productive weekend. And so there you have it.
Anyways, we had a great weekend, and now we're off to plant a few more things.
Yep.
And get ready for our evening. And
Yep. Should be a really good Sunday.
Yes. So hope you're all having a wonderful weekend. We love you all, and have a amazing little bit left of the weekend and amazing week.
Absolutely. Jay, Krista, Sandy Forever coming at you, signing out. And until next time.
Love you guys. Have a great day.
See you guys.